You want to heat it up gently in the pan until it's hot. Add 1 chopped onion. So use white onions, you can use red onions, you can use. So you have your onions cooking in the oil gently. You want to give it a little stir just to loosen up the onions so they're all cooked thoroughly. And just leave it there on sort of like a low to medium heat for about 5 minutes. If you like your onions with a bit of bite, I mean not so soft, you can actually reduce the cooking time to about 2 minutes. So say cook it between 2 to 5 minutes. I mean I like mine soft, so I leave it a bit longer, just on a low heat so it doesn't burn. So I made a garlic onion puree. So I've got in there 1 onion, about 50 grams of ginger, and 4 garlic cloves. So I'm going to add about, let's say, 4 tablespoons of the garlic puree, garlic ginger puree. So I'm going to add an extra 5 because I like the flavors of garlic, ginger, onions in my food. So I'm going to add that to it, and I'm going to give it a stir and leave it to cook for another 5 minutes, just on a low heat. Okay, so we've had the ginger garlic mix cooking with the onions for about 5 minutes. So I'm going to add to that. So we've had the onions, ginger paste, garlic paste cooking for 5 minutes now. And to that I'm going to add a tomato puree made up of 2 plum tomatoes and 2 scotch bonnet peppers. I mean, if you don't like your food too spicy, you can reduce the quantity of scotch bonnets, or you can just take out the seeds, because the seeds are what makes it really spicy. I'm going to add that to the mixture and give that a gentle stir and leave it to cook on low heat for about 20 to 30 minutes. I mean, you could turn up the heat, but you don't want the food to burn, or the stew to burn. So we'll leave that there for 30 minutes cooking on a low heat. Just let it. So 10 minutes into cooking, you can see that the stew is bubbling away quite nicely. Give it a little stir just to be sure that nothing stuck to the bottom, that it's not burning. Here's some cooked black-eyed beans. It's 2 cups of black-eyed beans, which I soaked overnight in water, and then I cooked it for an hour to an hour and a half until it was soft. So the stew is cooked. I mean, it's ready to put the black-eyed beans in there. So I just spoon the black-eyed beans into the stew. Spoon that in the give it a stir. And that's all the beans in the stew, and you just want to mix it all together, and you want to leave it to simmer so that the beans and the stew can mix together. You can have it all infused inside, all the spices, everything just infuses into the beans quite nicely, and we'll leave it there to cook. Okay, I've got a stock cube here with me. It's a prawn stock cube, so seafood stock cube, which I like to cook my food with. So I just break it into the bean stew just to give it some flavour. And another thing is to add salt to taste. So I mean, it's all down to you how much salt you like in your food. I don't really add a lot of salt. So I just sprinkle a bit of salt, mix it all in together, and And then you can just give it a little taste to see if it requires any more seasoning, if it requires any more salt. And then you just leave it to simmer. So all the spices, so all the ginger, garlic you have in there, the onions, it all just cooks nicely with the beans. I just tasted, I think it needs a bit more salt. So, to add a bit more salt to it. And then you just mix it in together. And then leave it on the cooker for about 5 to 10 minutes on a very low heat so the bottom doesn't burn. You don't want burnt food. There you have it. This is red, also called bean stew from Ghana. A very popular Ghanaian dish that we enjoy. And this is it. This is how I make it.